Your doctor told you that your biopsy results were absolutely normal, and you are thrilled. Why is it that months later, now you get a terrible phone call from the doctor saying you've got to come in, and now you learn that that biopsy result was read incorrectly, and in fact, you have significant cancer? You want to know what this is all about? Come join me for a moment as I share with you this remarkable information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. So now you have a biopsy. Let's say it was a breast biopsy. The doctor thought there was something suspicious, and he did the right thing. He took a biopsy, a sample of the tissue involved in the breast, and now sent it off for pathology, where a doctor, a specialist, looks under the microscope to see whether or not there's any cancerous cells. If there is, now they can formulate a plan of treatment on how to address and attack this problem. And now if everything is normal, you're relieved and you go about your daily life. Well, guess what? What happens though if the biopsy is read incorrectly? Well, how do you know if it's read incorrectly? Well, a number of things can happen. Number one, the lab itself might do some quality control studies to determine whether or not what they are actually reading is in fact the correct diagnosis. They may have other doctors, other pathologists, to now review samples of slides that they actually looked at. And now they notify the doctor, hey, by the way, this result that we originally reported as being negative is in fact positive. You now need to get the patient in and address this immediately. Well, that's a problem, because now that cancer has gone unchecked. The cancer has gone untreated. And now, for all we know, it might have spread throughout your body. It might be a fast-growing cancer. In that instance, when you bring a lawsuit, do you also sue the lab? Do you also sue the pathologist for misreading those slides? The answer is yes, you do. Why? Because they are the ones who made the incorrect diagnosis. They are the ones who violated the basic standards of medical care. And they are the experts, the specialists, who should have recognized that there were cancerous cells there. Because what's happened now is that they've deprived you of the opportunity to get a prompt treatment for your cancer. Maybe if they had recognized this earlier, your surgical intervention would have been very minimal. But now once they recognize it months or even years later, guess what? You may need total reconstruction. You may need mastectomies. And now it may have spread throughout your entire body, decreasing your life expectancy, decreasing your prognosis of getting better. So let me also address another way that this might occur. It might occur when you continue to have symptoms, and now you go to another doctor who recognizes, you know what, this needs a further workup, it needs a further evaluation. Maybe you need a mammogram, maybe you need a breast ultrasound, maybe you need some further evaluation by a surgeon. And now they do another biopsy, and guess what? It shows that there's cancer, but the cancer is invasive, and now you've got a problem. And now you're thinking, I had a biopsy before. How is it possible that that was read as negative? And now maybe your current doctor gets those slides and sends it off to a different lab. And that lab now looks at it and says, there are cancer cells here. Why did they read this as negative? So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in these failure to diagnose, these misdiagnosis cases here in New York. You know, I understand you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but have not done so yet because you still have questions about how these cases work, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your questions. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.